Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to talk to you guys about 5 annual/perennials, depending on where you live, that are perfect for the shade. So the first one I want to show you guys are the Colocasians, or elephant ears. These plants give so much, they give such a beautiful show, and there's like something that you walk into a garden and you that's the first thing you see because they're so big. This one over here, I started from a bulb, and it's as tall as me, so around almost 5 foot. It is beautiful, and it gives this area kind of like a tropical feel. I love it. It's such a nice plant to have in the garden. If you have a garden in the shade, you're not going to regret it. I know that sometimes we see those little tiny bulbs at the store and we're like, well, this is not going to do anything, but they grow to be these beautiful plants. I suggest you, if you're in your local Walmart in the springtime and you see the little bags with the Colocasia bulbs, go ahead and grab one. Just grab one and then plant it in a shady area in your garden, and you're gonna love it because they grow so fast and they're so beautiful. So my annual number 2 is the Coleus. This one right here is the Color Blaze Coleus from Proven Winners, and this one actually tolerates full sun, but in my garden is in shade. And this one in warmer climates, it's also a perennial, but here in my zone 6A, Columbus, Ohio, it is not. But oh my goodness, it's such a beautiful plant, and it gives so much color to the garden without any blooms. Most of these plants don't have blooms, but most of the plants I'm going to show you guys don't have blooms, but they give so much color and so much texture and so much impact to the garden that the blooms don't even matter. So the other one that I was showing you guys, that one is from Better Homes and Garden. And right here, this gives, I don't know, it looks so beautiful without any blooms. I do wish I had a different fence. I don't like the background of it. But you know what, and the plants are what matters. So my third annual/perennial, because in some areas they're also perennials, is the Caladiums. I fell in love with Caladiums this year. I tried to grow them last year and it didn't work out because I planted them too early in the spring and they got frosted. But this year I planted it almost at the beginning of the summer, and they are doing so good. This one over here is the Carolyn Wharton Caladium, and this one can also tolerate sun. Like I said, this is a weird area in my garden where it gets a little bit, well, part it's not even part sun. It gets a little bit of sun in the morning, and that's it. But it is such a beautiful plant to have in your garden. It gives so much texture to the garden. And then I love that this one in particular is pink. Like I said, this one is the Carolyn Wharton Caladium. I will be digging this one's up along with the Colocasias to try to see if I can save them for next year because they're so beautiful. And even though they were really inexpensive, the Colocasias I bought for $5, I think, so $1 each. And they're huge. They one little bulb gets huge. And then the Caladiums were pretty inexpensive as well. I bought them from Caladium Direct. The ones over here I didn't buy from Caladium Direct, the Caladiums in this area, but these ones are not tolerant to sun. So these ones over here I have in full shade, and they're doing amazing. So these plants perform really, really good even if they're in a part sun location. So I always love that about plants, when they can be in multiple areas and perform the same and look beautiful. So my fourth annual/perennial, because it can be a perennial too in certain areas, are the impatiens. Impatiens are so beautiful, and they pretty much make the biggest show in a shady area. Like I said, these ones here are in full shade, and I have two different kinds. I have the some patients with we have more of a pointy, longer leaf, and the regular Waldriana impatiens, and they're both doing really, really good. I didn't have really good experience with some patients last year, but this year they have grown really nicely and they're beautiful. And I love how this little corner of my garden looks so tropical. I really love tropical gardens. I want to get my hands on a banana plant because there's a particular one, a particular variety that is tolerant to the winter. I forget what it's called, but it can take my winter. So I'm hoping I can find that one for next year and add it to this corner of my garden so it looks super tropical. Anyways, the last annual that I want to show you guys that can grow in shade is this lemon coral sedum. That's the name of this particular variety. It's from Proven Winners, and it's so nice. It grows, it's a perfect plant for borders, and it gives so much color to a shady spot because of its chartreuse shade. It's vibrant. It's really vibrant, and it is super beautiful. And like I said, you guys can see it a mile away because it's so neon. It has a neon color, and it's so beautiful. But let me show you guys one that is growing in full shade. It's under the tree on my shed flower beds. It is not growing as tightly as the other one, but it's still so beautiful, and it gives so much color to this shady area. And you can pair it with anything. It pretty much goes with anything because it's green and it's so neon that you can add it with a red or a pink or a purple. It doesn't matter, it's gonna look great. And it's one of those plants that doesn't need a lot of maintenance as well. This flower bed is not on drip, and I haven't really come out and water too many times, and it has hold up pretty good along with the other plants. And it looks great with Colocasias as well, if you guys can tell right here. It looks amazing. I love it. Well, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and see you till next time. Bye bye.